So Panama, on the Pacific side, holds one of the best big game fisheries in the world. I mean, it's incredible. You have an abundance of species from blue marlins to black marlins to roosters to cuberas to tunas. It's an incredible place. And we know that if we can go down there and experience that, it's only going to help us get better. And we took the trek there with Casey and our team to go and experience this and spend time gathering the data and the imagery we need to bring back to continue doing what we need to do to be the best.
So when we got all set up to go down to Panama, you get all excited and you know that down in Panama you have the prehistoric beasts, which they're not, but in our minds they are. And I know there's big tunas, big marlin, there's everything under the sun that's gonna just beat you up, bend rods, and make for great footage for artwork and everything else we're doing. So we were running out one morning, we're headed to Hannibal Bank, and on the radar we got a nice little blip on the screen that looked like a pretty dense mark, maybe some birds and whatever else. And so we started running the direction, and when we got there, if you can imagine what a landfill looks like with seagulls, turn that into the frigate birds and all the gannets and everything else are piling into the water. There's fish coming out of the water. There's yellowfin tunas busting the water. There's porpoise everywhere. I mean, it's like something out of National Geographic. The last thing I want to do is fish in that instance. I want to be in the water. I want to see what it looks like. It might be crazy to do it, but I couldn't wait to get my mask on. I jumped over the side of the boat. I went underwater and swam up to this massive bait ball that was under this log. All these bait were trying to seek refuge on this log, but there was nowhere to go. They're going around. You can hear the chatter of all the bait. It was just chaos, but it was just beautiful chaos.
That really all he cared about at that time was getting in the water and getting reference photos. I mean, the first thing he did was put the rod down. He handed me his rod, and he was in the water diving with these fish. And just a really unique and cool experience to see him in his element. And almost like there was nothing else going on other than what he was doing in the water.
We're hooked up to a really nice mahi. The place is full of life. Bait, we're gonna try to get this one in the boat. It's incredible.
Came tight on this. We're thinking it's probably a smaller tuna, but we'll find out in a minute here, I believe.
Little rainbow runner. Good little marlin bait right here. Yeah, buddy. See ya. Here fishing off of the Jurassic Park island. We're just doing an old, go for some different species here. Got a nice jack in the boat.
I think it's a little dog snapper. Never caught one of those before. That's cool.
Open it, let him eat.
Tell me when, Shane.
As always, mine's gonna be bigger. I mean, it's easy. Mine is bigger. Look, they're right there. What is new? Of course, mine's bigger.
I think, unfortunately, I'm Panama Light once again.
I don't lose to Casey. That's just part of the program.
I'll push mine closer to the camera. What just happened, we were rolling along here, trolling some live baits, hoping for a rooster. All we've been catching is jacks. This 50-pound rooster came up and ate. God, it's so beautiful. Look at this place. It's like heaven.
Mexican wahoo, also known as a houndfish. Just a little bycatch. Pretty cool little critter.
Any top of class fish that you catch is gonna usually have a story. It's never easy. Well, with this particular fish, it goes crazy, takes off, it gets wrapped up in a longliner's hand line that he's got down on the bottom. Somehow or another they cut it off. We stay on the fish, it didn't break it off.
They were buddies for sure, thank God, because they could have cut the line and it would have been game over.
For 3 hours, and this fish was a very, very large yellowfin tuna, and they showed us what they were made out of, that they're built for speed and strength, and they were one of the best predators in the ocean because of that. And that whole experience of fighting that fish, and once you get into the pinwheel, and even when it can come out of the pinwheel, and then working with Shane, the captain, and the mate in order to position the boat and fight this fish right to ease it up so that there was no gear failures. That whole experience of working together is just, that's what we live for, and that's why you go there, is to catch these incredible fish. You know, a 230-pound animal, 230-pound yellowfin is an incredible fish. You know, a fish of a lifetime, I would say, and to have that experience there and really accomplish the goals and your reason for going there is something special. This is why you travel 1,200 miles to Panama to fish with Shane Jarvis. It's to catch giant yellowfin tuna in the Pacific Ocean in Panama. This is how you get better. You got to see what the biggest, baddest thing is in the ocean and fish with the best, and make it happen. We got lucky today.
A trip like this, in my eyes, validates me more as an artist and makes me feel like I'm living the dream that I am. And it's an incredible place, and I hope that everybody gets to experience fishing and just the beauty of a place like Panama.